Hello, welcome in. You ready for your appointment? Okay, well, let me get my notebook then. I'm gonna have you answer a few questions. All right, I have my notebook here. Yes, it's pretty gender neutral, and that's on purpose, right? And that's why our facility is the way it is. We don't want to influence anyone's decision about their own identity, so we want it to be a blank slate. So, I'm just going to ask you a few questions about your gender. If you're uncomfortable, just let me know, or if you don't want to answer, you don't have to answer, but I am here to help you. And after that, for the tune-up, I'll just be checking your fluids and some different things, seeing kind of what your choices are in terms of like expression and things like that. Okay. Basically just want to make sure everything is working the way that you see, that it all aligns, right? Do you identify with any gender? Maybe you're gender fluid, or are you still searching for that answer? Okay. This pen. Okay. And there's no wrong answers, okay? And then kind of as a follow-up question, have you made any physical changes, whether that's like going to the gym, diet, or possibly have you taken hormones or gotten any surgeries done to help with your gender expression / gender identity? Okay. Okay, and that goes into the next question, which is, would you like to do any of those things? So would you like to start a workout regimen? Would you like to have any surgeries performed, or would you like to go on hormones? Right, because you don't need to go on hormones to have a procedure done as well, right? Those things are all separate, and it's whatever you see fit. Okay. Okay. Okay, and then some more just like random personal questions. Do you drink caffeine? Okay. And do you drink tea, coffee, or energy drinks? Okay. That checks out. Nothing bad on your part, although I am worried for your health with that answer, but it's totally fine. And then how much water are we drinking a day? Okay. I'm not a medical professional. We don't do that here, but I would recommend drinking more water, but it's okay. It's totally okay. And yes, so that's all the questions. And as I was saying, I'm not a medical professional. We don't do any procedures here. If you need to take those next steps, we do help with providing you with resources. Okay? All right, perfect. Well, let's start the actual appointment. So this will be a little bit similar to an engine tune-up. We need to check your fluids, and I'm not just talking about your energy drink or water consumption. So I have some gender fluid here, right? And no matter what you identify with, what you identify as, this is kind of like a one-size-fits-all. So I will add it where I see fit, and it's just going to help you overall feel more comfortable. Okay. stand or sit or whatever. Do I have permission to touch you? Just like move the hair out of your face. Nothing too crazy. Okay. Thank you. And do you plan on getting a haircut? Would you like one soon? Okay. Alright. Because we can do that today as well. Okay, I'm gonna add some here. Add some here. And as you can see, it absorbs right into the skin. Put some on your neck. You could use this in other places as well, like your shoulders, your forehead. How's it feeling? Would you like a little bit more? Okay. I think we're good, and if we need more later on, if you're feeling a little bit nervous, if you're feeling like you don't really know, we'll add some more. Okay, so I guess the next step, this would help you feel more comfortable. So how about that haircut? Okay, you're feeling a haircut. Do you often feel the impulse to cut your hair? Do you usually have a friend help you? Do you do it alone, in the dark, in your shower? Do you dye your hair? Okay, so I have 3 different scissors today. Okay, and I want you to choose. We have kitchen scissors. Okay, we have like a little bit of a crusty, dirty pair of craft scissors. This is just kind of universal. It's kind of sticky and got like grime on it, right? From like arts and crafts. And then this one. These are sharp. This probably works the best if you want precise, but it's all up to you, right? And these are like fabric shears. Which pair do you gravitate towards? Okay, good choice. That makes sense, right? Because it's like, this is gonna give you a real jaggedy cut. But I can see how that really helps some people. So the broader concept of gender is shaped by society, by the people around us, by social constructs. But gender identity is based on our personal experiences, our personal identity. So you may not fit into a gender category. You may not feel defined by gender, right? And you may not feel like you resonate with the sex you were assigned with at birth. So for a haircut, it's deeply personal, but it's also intertwined with your gender. It very well can be. So a short haircut doesn't automatically make it masculine, and vice versa. Long hair doesn't automatically mean feminine. To some people that may be the case. For you, it might not be. So, what are we thinking? Alright, so we're going with the wacky kind of cut. I love it. I love to see it. Alright, I have this hairbrush. I'm gonna brush her hair, and it's gonna be really simple. Do a very fast cut so we can get into everything else, okay? I definitely think this suits you based on what you've told me. Okay. I'm not the best hairstylist, okay, but it suits you. Okay. Let's move on. Oh, and I forgot. We did the gender fluid. I have one more fluid here. Because there's different fluids that help with gender. I know it looks kind of like oil. It's not, it's just vanilla. So this one I'm actually going to put in your hair. So think of it like after you shower and your hair still smells like shampoo and people come up to you and they ask you, oh my god, like, why do you smell so good? It's like that, and we're gonna use vanilla. I think this is gonna help you attract the people that you want to attract. And I'm not talking about sexuality. That's separate from gender. We're not talking about that today. If you want that appointment to talk about all that, I have time tomorrow. I'll come back in, you know? Actually, though, I can get you on the schedule. But I just think it's important to have community. And I just think this is gonna help you attract who you need to attract, so. It's hard to describe, but when I smell that, it makes me go, yeah. I've got some in my little pipette or whatever it's called. I don't know. I'm gonna put some on your hair, okay? I'm just going to. Yeah, you're definitely letting out that aroma now. But we're gonna move on to some more fun things, okay? All right, I need you to choose which Littlest Pet Shop do you gravitate towards. Not your favorite, not which one looks the most like you, or which one you want to look most like. I just need to know which one do you gravitate towards, okay? I'm gonna show you all three. Okay? I'm gonna show you them all. Okay, I think this is a rhinoceros, if you will. Okay, there's that. We have a capybara. Okay. And we have a panda bear. Okay, so which one do you gravitate towards? Which one? Which one? Okay. Interesting choice. Don't question my ways. When you go in and get your car worked on, maybe you get a little oil change, and they show you that dipstick. Do you ask why they're showing you that? Do you know why they're showing you that? Right, exactly. So, I know what I'm doing. Everything has its purpose. Okay, to keep that in mind. So next up is, which flocked trinket do you gravitate towards? We have two different kind of bear motifs, right? A little unicorno in a bear costume, and this little guy on a little scooter, okay? Okay, we'll take his little scooter off. He has a little hat, and then he's flocked in areas. And then this one is much smaller, okay? And more flocked. Do you know which one you choose? This one or this one? Okay. That's good to know, that's good to know. Alright, this one is going to be more about your expression, okay? It's gonna give me some insight to that. Which belt do you prefer? Which belt? We have this one. We have this one. both kind of eclectic, but very different. Right. We have this one. This one. This one. And then we have this one. Just like a leather belt with colored leather squares stitched together. Do you know which one you'd choose? Okay, just write some of that down. So you picked them. Okay, I've collected my thoughts. Okay, and just like a tune-up for a car, you want to make sure everything's working correctly. And we're not going to do anything unnecessary and make all these changes, right? And I think, based on what you said earlier, that these things align. So do you ever question your gender? Okay. And that would make sense because you did kind of hesitate for the little sped job, and I could see you gravitating towards two of them, kind of like gravitating towards the feminine and the masculine. And while some people, they don't gravitate towards anything under the non-binary category. Yeah, like if you just don't fit, and I'm not supposed to say which objects fit into which gender categories, right? I mean, that's all subjective, but the watch belt definitely gives non-binary. I'm just gonna say that. Do you think then, do you ever struggle with the clothing that you're picking out, that you're wearing? Do you struggle going shopping? Maybe you don't know what you want to wear, or do you know what you want to wear and you don't have access, or is everything fine? You like the way you're expressing yourself through clothing? Okay, so you could use a little more that other aesthetic. On that side of the spectrum, you need some more to align with that. Okay. I'll send you an email, what we talked about, what we did today, some recommendations I have based on what you said. Again, none of this is me telling you what you are. This is me helping you to feel more comfortable and to be confident in who you are. I think we are all good then, and I'll get that done. Okay, no payment today, okay? I think everything's looking good. I think you're doing a great job. You really are. Yeah, nothing that I'm worried about. But it was very nice to meet you. And if you need to come in again when you're feeling different, you let me know and we'll make it happen, okay? All right, have a good day.